Hello, my name is Emily Wells. I am the foundation coordinator, and I also work here at the hospital in patient registration. Because of that, I get to see both sides of healthcare, what happens behind the scenes, and then what happens at the bedside. When I joined the foundation, I learned just how essential philanthropy is to the success of our hospital. Like many people, I used to believe that the government funded everything in healthcare, but in reality, the Ministry of Health funding covers the costs of providing care, things like wages, procedures, and the daily operations. What it doesn't cover is the critical medical equipment that our patients rely on every day, from ultrasounds and IV pumps to hospital beds, defibrillators, and vital technology upgrades. Those are funded through generosity, through donors like you, and through the South Huron Hospital Foundation.
Hi, I'm Krista McCann, Executive Director of the South Huron Hospital Foundation. I'd like to take a chance to thank our donors for all you helped us achieve in 2025-2026. Let's take a moment to go look at the projects that you helped accomplish. Come with me. We funded a new ultrasound machine and room renovation at a cost of $180,000. We purchased physiotherapy equipment, including 2 treatment tables, totaling $12,000. With your help, we invested over $250,000 in vital lab equipment, including a chemistry analyzer and a laboratory fridge and freezer system. On average, 2 patient beds are replaced each year at a cost of $18,000 per bed. These beds are equipped with top-of-the-line patient comfort and safety features, because we believe our patients deserve the best. Let's go talk to Brittany.
Hello.
Hey, Brett, how you doing?
Good. Welcome to our new pharmacy space.
Nice digs. Looking good.
Yeah.
I was hoping that you could give our donors an update. Last year at the Gala during Fund and Need, they gave over $200,000, which was put towards the pharmacy project, which was a $430,000 investment in total. So was hoping you could just give us an update.
Yeah, so this is our new pharmacy space, much larger, and we both have our own workstation. We have some powered desks, so better technology for ergonomics, and a bigger space to allow for more efficient workflow and accommodate the hospital's growing needs.
Yeah, awesome. Fantastic. So last year, when you did the video for the Gala for us, you talked about the investment in 2 new Pyxis machines. And I know that's a significant part of the pharmacy project. So we have those two new machines.
Yeah, we've been able to purchase and implement the 2 new Pyxis machines on the unit, one in Emerge and one on the inpatient unit. They're interfaced with our electronic health system, Oracle. So all the patients show up on the cabinet with all their medications. So it's really great technology to ensure our patients receive the right drug, the right dose at the right time. So they've been great to streamline processes and just more efficient and quality care for our community.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And would you say that having that type of technology puts us in line with other hospitals in the region?
Yeah, good question. Actually we have the same technology as London Health Sciences Center, and it is the latest technology. And so we're really grateful to our donors for allowing us to be equipped with this technology.
Through donor support, the foundation invests in ongoing emergency department enhancements, including new stretchers, IV pumps, defibrillators, heart monitors, airway and intubation equipment, and much more. These investments may seem basic, but they're essential. They ensure that when our community needs care most, our hospital is ready. This year, the South Huron Hospital Foundation has committed $515,000 in funding to the South Huron Hospital. One of the most critical projects within that funding is the renovation of a secure room in our emergency department. I'd like to introduce you to Emergency Department Nurse Alicia, who is also a trained mental health responder.
Hello, my name is Alicia, and I've worked as a registered nurse at the South Huron Hospital for the last 8 years. Alongside my work at South Huron Hospital, I also work on a community-based mental health team supporting individuals with complex mental health needs throughout Huron and Perth County. In recent years, we have seen an increase in mental health and substance use challenges across Canada. In fact, 1 in 5 Canadians will experience these struggles in any given year. When patients come through our doors, they're not only in need of medical care, but safety, understanding, and compassion. That's why, this year, the South Huron Hospital Foundation is raising funds to transform one of our exam rooms into a dedicated safe room for patients experiencing a mental health crisis. This space will be thoughtfully designed to reduce stimulation and support calm, controlled de-escalation. It will also be built with safety at its core, helping to prevent patients from harming themselves while protecting staff and others in the department. The renovation will include features like high impact resistant walls and an anti-barricade door with an observation window. For a small emergency department like ours, this is more than just a renovation. It's a meaningful step forward in how we care for some of our most vulnerable patients. This secure room will help us provide safer, more compassionate, and more appropriate care when it's needed most.
Because of your support, our hospital can continue to provide safe, high-quality care close to home.
Our mission is simple and deeply important: to raise the funds needed to support access to exceptional healthcare in South Huron and surrounding area. Whether we're responding to today's most urgent needs or investing in the care for tomorrow, our work is ongoing, and it's made possible by donors like you. Because of your generosity, more than 20,000 people each year are able to turn to South Huron Hospital for the care they need when they need it most.
I'm Craig Langell, my wife Donna, and we live in Exeter, Ontario.
Yeah, it started, let's go back to when it first started. It was about this time last year, actually. And it started, we were down east, and the family doctor that we had at the time called and said there was serious concerns with Craig's oxygen levels. So when we got back in Ontario, we were told to go to the very first emerge once the levels got extremely low. So I said, we need to go to emerge now. Where do you want to go? I said, London, Stratford, Exeter. Pick a hospital. He said, let's go to Exeter. That was our first venture here. The doctor that was on call that night, she said, you've got some serious breathing issues going on there. You need oxygen. We need to get you on oxygen right away. So in the interim, she managed to set everything up with ProResp and whatnot and got him on oxygen until we started going through all the testing to find out what was going on. In between all of these things happening, the beginning of very 1st of June, we were having lunch this day and everything was fine. Craig was doing good. We got home from work about 5 o'clock, 5:30. He was lying on the sofa and I said, are you feeling okay? But he was very disoriented. Conversation made no sense to me. So I started checking his temperature, and at that point we were at 102, and I said, something's really not right here. So I contacted the telehealth line at the time, and we had a conversation. She could see Craig's health history, but at that point I said, he's up to 104. And I knew he wasn't himself because he kept dropping the phone, and he was kind of babbling in a conversation with the lady on the phone. So he handed the phone to me after all of these things, and she said to me, you need to get him to emerge right now. So they got him in a room, and the nurse that night, her name was Rachel, and she looked at me. It was around 4:30 in the morning, her and another nurse, and she said, he's not good. And I said, I know that, I can tell that. She said, but you need to go home and get some sleep. I said, I'm not leaving unless you can tell me that if I leave, I can come back in the morning and he's going to be okay. And she said, I can't do that. And I said, well, then I'm not leaving. So I stayed, and the next morning when I came back, Dr. Nellam was here. And he explained in very short words that this wasn't good and that the outcome may not be good. They kept him here. He was here almost 17 days. They created an ICU room actually for him because, as they explained to me, the other hospitals couldn't take him. After that time, the care that he got here was amazing, almost to the point he was actually afraid to leave here. He would get sick again. So anyway, we got home and he went through the different steps and going through the doctors and whatnot we had to go through. Finally, it came down to finding out that Craig needs a liver transplant. But there was a lot of underlying conditions that had been created from the length of time. Things had progressed over the last year and a half, that things had gotten a lot more intense and a lot more detailed to what had to happen. So the arteries were blocked by 2 blood clots, which were very hard, very, very dangerous blood clots. Within that happening, what was happening, there was no actual liquid or fluid getting to the liver. So the body started to create all of these varicose veins, like tree roots, going through the whole body. And they were looking for blood or oxygen anywhere in the body, so they were stretching further, going into the lungs, and then going out of the liver and starting actually in towards various parts in the lower part of the stomach. So at that point, we ended up being referred to one specialist to another specialist to another specialist. So Craig finally had the surgery back about 2 months ago now, where they had to do recanalization, and they actually broke the blood clots. We found out at that point, if they had to put a stent in, that he would not be eligible for a transplant, and we would be looking about a year and a half lifespan. If they were able to create a shunt, then the doors were open to the transplant. So this is where we're at right now. At this point, we're waiting for the transplant. We're going through all the steps with the other hospital. But the reality of it is, if this hospital, if they didn't pay attention and start to redirect and get us going where we needed to go, he probably wouldn't even be here right now, because this is a year later.
Yeah, I honestly felt like family. You know, I wasn't a number down the hallway. I was Craig Langell down the hallway. And that meant a lot.
Yeah.
From the cleaning staff, who were amazing, to the kitchen staff, who were amazing. They made my journey much more easier while I was here. And I felt comfortable here, so.
And even the young girls in the kitchen, because I was here pretty much every day, every night, but they would come in to make sure I had something to eat, or if I needed a cup of tea, to make sure I had a cup of tea, because I didn't feel comfortable leaving, because it was pretty serious and we didn't know what the outcome was going to be. So it became basically to us that this is a community that's growing, and we felt that our money is better well spent in this hospital, where we live, where we get the care, and the people here actually deserved it and have the opportunity to grow.
It was a small thank you. I looked at everybody, I got everybody's names. I was gonna buy them gift cards for like Tim Hortons or whatever. And I still wasn't well when I got out. So to go around and start doing all that, I figured this is a better way to do it, is help the hospital in general. They'll distribute where the money would need to go. And it was a small gesture, but it was accepted very well, which was, wow, they really appreciated that. That's a good thing. So we're here today to give thanks to the South Huron Hospital for everything they've done for me and my wife Donna, because without their facilities, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't from that, and that goes a long way with me.
Thank you for believing in our hospital, our patients, and our future. Your donations are truly making an impact.
Thank you for helping us make this possible.
Thank you for investing in our best for the sake of our family, our friends, and our neighbors.
And you know what? Let's see what else somebody else can do out there to help add to it. Keep it around, keep things growing.
I challenge other companies, whether it's the restoration industry, which I'm in, or any other business out there. Let's keep our hospital here, the South Huron Hospital, within Exeter, because as you know, hopefully the people that are listening, is that they serve so many people in this area. Just like to say thanks once again.